We come to you on another beautiful day. Hope you are doing well, and I hope the sun is shining where you are. Today, Sarah and the Collectives want to talk about having fear in your life. Many of us are not born with fear, but you learn what fear is all about from other people that are around you. You pick up the energy of those who are fearful, and you see how they behave in a situation, and that is when you become fearful. Fearful is the opposite of love and faith. When you have fear, you attract those negative energies that are around you. Then you feel those negative thoughts and it just multiplies. It's as if, think of a flower in a field is blooming in the sun. And all of a sudden it becomes fear for some reason because maybe the sun won't be there tomorrow and the flower gets very fearful, or there won't be rain and it's getting thirsty. So you'll start seeing the petals fall off, and then you'll start seeing it spread through the flower, and maybe into the garden will become disease. It is like a disease that spreads through things and becomes black. And this little flower won't have any more petals because of the fear. And it attracts no sun, no light. So think of fear as being the opposite of light. It is dark. It is a dark type of energy. Fear can serve us in when we're in a dangerous situations, but sometimes fear can make you freeze, and the dangerous situations becomes a terrifying event that can harm you. Whenever people go into a home and they feel negative energy, they feel darkness, and they assume that the house is haunted when in fact the owners before probably left this fearful negativity in the house. Because this fearful negativity can also lead to anger because you don't know what else to do with it. So it gets stronger with anger. And then it just morphs from there. There are people and spirits with negative energy that a lot of people assume that they are evil when in fact they are just fearful, and they have that negative energy that has built up into their soul, and there's not much light coming in. But you also need to remember that these people are a part of us. Even though with the fear, and if you don't have the fear in you, they are still a part of you. So send them the light. Send them prayers. Allow them to feel that light energy in you so that they feel the calmness and that they will want it themselves. They have the free will to give up this fear. They have the will to find the light. But they may not know where to search unless they meet somebody with this light. You can be the light for somebody else so that they can choose, I want some of that light. Many of us feel fearful when we turn on the TV. And the easiest thing would be don't turn on the TV. Don't be that fear. Don't feel the news coming to you. Don't hear everything and scaredness and fearful and anger and all these things come out if you watch the local news. Because what you can do is when you hear the news, you feel the vibrations, what's coming through the TV, which is negativity and fearful and everything else. But again, it opens you up to pray for what's going on in the news and turn that into light. Because what you cannot control, it becomes fear. That you find something in your body that becomes fearful. But just know that you are in control in your own environment, in your own community, and in the way that you receive this information. It can be powerful. Whenever Jesus was around the campfire, he would talk all these positive thoughts. He would talk about all the positive energy and the love and the peace and the truthfulness and the light. But many people were fearful. Many people were fearful because of everything that they have been through, and they could not trust anymore. And they showed their anger towards Jesus. They're going, how can he be so loving? And such light is coming through him, feeling the energy. It makes me more angry that he's like this, because it makes me more fearful of where he's been or where he's come from. So that's why you see a lot of people who become fearful to become spiritual, because they see a lot of people around them who have this negativity, have this fear that appears spiritual, but they're not showing it. And we have to remember they are human, that they have the fear inside of them, and that we together can bring the love and the light so that this person can feel the spirituality. And many of us go into a place where they speak of fear, they speak of judgment. But don't let this stop your heart. Don't close your heart to the truth of what is out there. Jesus wanted us to be in love, the love energy and the peace energy and the truth energy, and not in the fearful energy. That's what makes us bloom. That's what makes the flower spread, is the love, the peace, the truth, and harmony. We need to be in harmony. But again, we have the free will if we want to hang on to that anger and to the fear. Everyone has the free will to do that, because maybe they are here to learn a different lesson about fear. Maybe they want to feel what fear is all about, because up in heaven, we do not have the fear. We do not have fear. We have the truth. We have the light. We have the love. We have all this wonderful energy, but we do not have the fear. So many of us, some souls, will come and feel the fear on earth so that they can learn what this is all about. So when you meet somebody who is in fear or has turned this into anger, just know that they are learning lessons. And if they're holding on to it, embracing it, show them a different way that they can still be fearful, but have the light in them and find the faith. And yes, there's another day, a new day. One day they may be fearful and the next day they may not. That life does go on, because we are here to learn. The world keeps going. So hopefully these souls will choose not to be 100% fearful. But if they do, that is their free will, and you have to let it be. You cannot change somebody from being fear-based. to love-based unless they want it to happen to them. If they're not ready to give it up, then you need to move forward for your own journey. You do not have to be around them to try to get them to see the light. You can see them maybe one time, and then you need to leave if you start feeling this negativity. You don't want that to bring you down. Again, this is how you soak it in, how you decide what to do with it. That is your choice. Don't let somebody bring you down. Keep your light. You can show them what it is to have all that light in you. So surround yourself with the love and the light as Jesus, as the heavens, as God of the source would want you to have. If this is what you choose to do in this lifetime. We leave you now in love, in peace, in truth, and most of all in harmony.